want to be a volunteer for an emergency situation, then, certainly people are needed for these situations. So sign up for the emergency registers at the different agencies, go through the process. There's training involved. Well, there's a selection process, there's training involved, and then you get put onto the register so that you're available for times like this.
And speaking of volunteers, we actually have Cathal Dunn in studio, who is, at present, you're trying to raise funds and you're going to Haiti yourself.
I am indeed, with Haven in April, at the end of April, for the Build It Week.
That's
our short-term volunteer project.
So what made you decide? First of all, what do you do when you are not in a radio program on a Saturday evening or volunteering for humanitarian efforts? What do you do normally?
Well, I DJ, and I'm also sound engineer, and with my partner we run a small entertainment business, gig event.
And what made you? What moved you to make this decision?
It's funny. I could kind of say George Hook made me do it. I had been listening. Yeah, he's a. As you know, George went out with the Build It Week last year, and I was listening to the ads over the Christmas, and thinking that would be a lovely thing to do. It would be very nice for him. But when the earthquake hit, very quickly I started to think a lot more seriously about it, and when the Asian tsunami happened back in 2004, I arrived into Malaysia 5 days afterwards, and I just remember feeling, that there could have been something more that I could have done at the time. We did raise a bit of money before flying out, but I thought this time round, if there was any sort of volunteer program, obviously, as both Malcolm and Deirdre have said, it's not the type of thing you can go straight out and dive into. But this is suitable, for the likes of myself, to be able to go over a couple of months down the line and help in a long-term project, or indeed in a rebuild project.
And have you any experience in relation to building?
I come from a painting and decorating background.
Great.
I'm a sound engineer, so I can wire things up.
Cool.
Let's be honest. Most people can turn their hands to most things, and there are going to be people who are specialised in the various different fields there, so they can take on teams and work with you.
And in the evenings, you can spin a few tunes.
I can indeed. I can. As I said, I can do anything I'm asked to do while I'm over there. We're also hoping to film while we're over there. Our partners, mixtape.ie. We are going to do a bit of filming while we're over there, and hopefully send back some streaming video podcasts.
And we'll put it up on our website.
That'd be super.
If that's okay with you.
And from here out, in the run up to April, we're going to be doing some fundraising events. We're going to be running some rock gigs. It's also, we're going to bring a bit of a Caribbean flavour to it. We're going to do some reggae events and some comedy, I believe. I'm looking at the production team here.
What? Why are you looking at my production team? Do they look
because
exceptionally funny?
And also, very nicely today, we got some great news. Dublin band Ito, well, they're actually a bit of an international collective of musicians, the rock band from Dublin. And they're going to do a charity single with us. Any rugby fans will be delighted with this one. It's called I Like Driscoll. And we're going to run it in conjunction with the Six Nations, the whole lot. So that's going to be some fun. You'll probably hear it on here.
Brilliant. That sounds great. So I've sent on all the information in relation to the events, and we'll put them up, and we'll maybe even get you back on again to talk about it, because we want a Global Village is going to try and support any causes in relation to the what is happening, because I think if collectively we can create awareness, and even if it is just to go down to see a gig and pay for a ticket, that's if that's the help, that's fine, So and going back to Melanie, are you still with us? Melanie, there is a vigil happening on Tuesday. UNICEF Ireland will hold a candlelight vigil at Christchurch Cathedral.
That's right. Yes, we want to, we felt it was really important. All of us are obviously very focused on fundraising at the moment, but we thought it might be important at 5 o'clock on Tuesday evening, when it was 5 o'clock on Tuesday that it struck roughly that time in Haiti time, 5 o'clock. And we felt it would be really important to commemorate those who have died, and just, stop for a moment, all of us that's working so hard, and anybody that cares, just to stop for a few minutes and actually think about the people who have died and also the people who are still suffering. So we're asking people to come out to Christchurch at around 5 o'clock just after work. We've been assured some of the government ministers will be there as well. And, you know, to take a candle from us, we'll have the candles there. They don't have to worry about that. And just for a moment stand there. It will only be about 15 to 20 minutes. So we're really hoping that people can come out and support us there.
So again, for the listeners, a candlelight vigil at Christchurch Cathedral in Dublin on Tuesday evening, 19th of January at 5 p.m. And I believe it's a non-denominational...
It is. It's just in the grounds. It's not actually in the cathedral itself.
So all are welcome.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you very much for coming on the program. As for the listeners, we'll be putting all the information up. Actually, Cathal, how can people contact you if they feel generous at the moment and they want to give you a check?
Well, they can contact us using MySpace, MySpace/gigevent, GIGEVENT. They can contact us through mixtape.ie also. That would be the two best ways to.
And you're looking for bands as well.
Well, we've been stunned at the amount of people who have contacted us. So
because I was going to come along with my guitar.
Anybody who wants to run events, you can volunteer on the home front. You know, anybody who wants to raise money can do it.
Brilliant.
You know, there's